If just a few minutes ago you were at work, you were receiving incoming emails, calls, your heart started racing, you started feeling anxious, and so you noticed you picked up your phone, or maybe you didn't even notice until right now that you picked up your phone and started scrolling through TikTok because the anxiety was just too much. You needed something to suppress it. And that's exactly what you're doing. You're suppressing your anxiety, meaning you're not actually releasing or relieving it. It's more like pressing snooze on it. So pressing snooze constantly throughout your day, picking up your phone, distracting yourself, whether it's through TikTok, whether it's through food, whether it's through binging Netflix when you get home tonight. There are so many different ways of suppressing your anxiety, but you need to realize and learn to become aware that by suppressing it each and every time you feel an anxious emotion or thought that you don't want to deal with, you're really just making it so much worse. And this is why you might realize that your anxiety is getting worse and worse and you have no idea why. Because instead of actually releasing it and moving through it naturally, you're really just pressing that snooze button, suppressing it into your nervous system, into your subconscious mind, until one day, like a pressure cooker, that anxiety explodes in the form of an anxiety or panic attack or just feeling so highly anxious out of nowhere. Now, if you're like, oh my God, this is me, what do I do instead? I'm going to give you a really simple 1-minute tool that you could use to actually help to release that anxiety, to relieve it. And you can do this naturally. It doesn't require years of therapy or medication because I work with so many clients who hate the feeling that medication gives them. And while therapy or other tools help in the moment, it doesn't really have a lasting effect. You just learn to become more aware of your anxious triggers, but you don't really know what to do with them in the moment. So this one powerful tool, this reframe to your anxiety, instead of constantly suppressing it or wanting to get rid of it, as soon as that anxious emotion or thought comes up, you want to learn to accept it. And this might sound counterintuitive. I'm not saying accept that you have to live with anxiety forever, but accept that you're having an anxious thought or emotion in the moment. This can look like just noticing it. And even just doing this practice will take some practice because your first instinct is to pick up your phone, to reach for that distraction. But instead, can you really let yourself notice it? Okay, my heart is starting to race or my mind is starting to spin. I'm having an anxious moment. Just sit with it, just notice it. And by accept it, I mean make that okay for the moment. Imagine yourself like someone you love or even a child. If a child came up to you feeling upset, you wouldn't make them feel wrong for it. You would tell them it's okay, probably give them a hug. Can you literally imagine hugging that emotion or that anxious thought that you're feeling just for a moment? Maybe it's taking a deep breath and just letting yourself feel it just for a moment. And this might sound really simple, but you'll notice that that grip that anxiety has on you starts to loosen. You'll notice that tightness, that heaviness start to become softer, start to become lighter, all by simply just accepting and allowing that anxious thought to pass. I do this myself in my workday. I definitely have overwhelming moments where maybe I have back-to-back appointments, emails coming in, things I had to do that still aren't done that day. And when I feel my mind start to race or my heart start to beat faster, I just take a moment, and this doesn't need to look like a whole 10-minute practice, but literally just take a moment to accept it. Okay, why am I feeling this way? And by simply presencing yourself to the moment, you have more clarity to move forward. So for myself, it might look like, okay, I need to go into this appointment. I can get that thing done later. Or maybe it's, okay, that's not going to be done till tomorrow. So try this out and let me know how you feel afterwards.